Hey guys, Tron here. This is going to be the next video completely on T9 base identification and strategies. This has just been a topic that needs to get addressed and going to be spending some time on it. So this is going to be a long video. Again, only T9 action here. So let's jump right in. First going to be going over some bases, talking about what strategies would work on them, what strategies wouldn't, why not, um, and then we'll get into some replays on the second half of the video. So the top three T9 attacks right now are going to be the Witch Slap, Hogs, and Laloon. Um, I, I don't think you can really create an anti witch slap base. If someone tells you that they have an anti witch slap base, they really don't know what they're talking about. Almost any base can be hit with the Witch Slap. You may fail on it, but a few adjustments. The attack is just so powerful right now. But nevertheless, it may not be the best attack for every base. So let's get into base number 9 here. So if we think about um, Witch Slap, yes, we could do it on this base. We could start the Witch Slap down here, and then on this side, and send our Kill Squad right about here, and then drop a jump over into this category to hopefully get those expos. That's probably the best way to do it. A little bit risky once you get into the King compartment. You're not really sure where your bowlers are going to go. They could walk down here. They may not take this jump. And then if they don't get this air defense here, and this air defense here is your healers, work down, they're going to get picked off. So what's probably a better strategy on this base is actually Hogs or Laloon. And the key for that is you need to be able to both kill the CC and the enemy queen. So we can see right here that the enemy queen is actually pretty close to this wall. And then you'll also notice that the CC comes out to right about here. So if we get the queen into that compartment, we can take down the enemy queen and the CC, air defense, and both expos. So that's pretty key. So if you wanted to start off this attack, I would probably use a Sui King right here on this gold storage. You notice there's 2 tiles between the gold storage and the town hall. So the king, if you drop him there, will walk up to those dark elixir storage, and then he'll walk up here and hopefully clear out that Wiz Tower and that Archer Tower and help the pathing there with the loons. I then drop 1 Wiz here on that town hall, and then you can start your queen walk. You could either start it here, you could start it here, it doesn't matter. Bring about 5 wall breakers, you're going to wall break into this compartment, rage up, you'll get the queen, those 2 expos and that air defense, lure the CC, drop a poison right about here. So now you've got a very good section marked off for your hogs and your Laloon. Personally, I like Laloon, so if you see this length, that's a little bit wide for your hogs. They could have some Teslas there marked in. The Laloon is probably a better strategy in order to get. So we'll notice this sweeper right here is pointed that way, and this sweeper is pointed that way. Let me erase some things so we can see it a little bit better. So if we came in from this direction with the Laloon, we'd hit that sweeper really bad. Your best bet is actually going to be able to come in through this direction. If you haste right over here over that Wiz Tower, that sweeper is not going to be any problem. So you're probably looking at 2 hounds, probably about 20 loons and some cleanup. You'll do about 5 loons here, 5 loons here, 5 loons here, 5 loons here, and maybe even some CC loons up here. It all depends. Each base can get approached a little bit differently. Sometimes you don't do a queen walk. Sometimes you can do some golems and wizards, and we'll look at other strategies like that. If you were to do hogs, again, that would work. It doesn't really matter your deployment, but you probably are going to heal over this Wiz Tower, over this Bomb Tower and Wiz Tower here, and then over on that Wiz Tower right there. So that's it for this base. Gonna hop on to the next base, guys. All right, guys, next base here. This is going to be another either Hog or Laloon base. You could do a Witch Slap as well, sending in your witches down this way, and probably a Kill Squad entry right there. and you'd have to drop a jump right there, and hopefully they went off towards that direction. But that would be the basic plan for Witch Slap. Also gonna go over the Laloon right now. You'll see that the queen is right here, so you may be tempted to do a kill squad entry from there. That's actually not the best position. It's better to do a kill squad entry from right here because you're going to be able to get the queen. The queen's range is about here. Same for about the CC, but you'll also be able to get this air defense and that air defense, which is very helpful when you think about a Laloon attack. If you were able to get a whole kill squad entry and take all of that out of the base, you've just limited yourself to a very small portion of the base that you have to Laloon. So a great plan for this is not going to be a queen walk. Um, that would just take way too long. You'll see a replay. Attacker comes in here with 2 golems to tank all of these defenses, and then uses Wiz, the heroes, and then I believe CC bowlers, which are very powerful. If you do CC bowlers with a rage, they can get a lot of value out of a kill squad. So that's going to be probably the best bet there. And then if you're thinking about Laloon placement, you're not going to start from this edge right here. You're not going to start from here because of that air sweeper. And also, you want to drag your hounds across the base from this direction in order to absorb as many of those red air mines as possible. Again, you could do hogs. You'd have to bring probably 2 heals. You could probably get away with using a rage and a jump maybe on your kill squad if you wanted to do hogs. You'd have to do a heal right here as well as a heal right there, and that would probably be good enough. All right, that's it for this base, guys. Going to jump on to the next one now. Okay, base number 14. This is another hog Laloon base. Not the best for the Witch Slap. I have to say these air defense right here make it hard to path your healers. If you send it down this way, your witch is down this way, they'd eventually run into them. Same thing with the opposite direction. If you came from this direction or this direction, those whiz towers are pretty close. Your only option would maybe to come down here and then come down here, and then the funnel is actually fairly hard into that. So you run the risk of your bowlers really walking on that attack. So again, we'll notice that queen is very easily exposed. And that's going to be a pretty good sign that you want to be able to do hogs or a Laloon attack because it's easy to get the queen. So you could do a queen walk on this. I would probably do the 2 golem kill squad entry right here. Be able to punch in there. You may be able to come in from this direction, a little bit tougher of a funnel, I will be honest. It is a little bit harder. But you could come in from that direction and try to get these 2 air defense, the queen and the CC. That's going to get you tremendous value. And then you'll notice if you do hogs, you're going to want to heal here, and heal here. So probably 3 heals if you're doing a hog attack. Laloon is not going to be the best. Pathing will get a little weird. It's going to be hard to predict how much the kill squad will be able to get out. If you leave up, let's say you got this air defense taken out and the other one was there, it'd make pathing much more difficult. Even if you left this out, that'd make pathing very, very difficult with your loons, especially if there were Teslas up in here. It's probably not the best bet. Okay, guys, 3 bases done so far. Going to head on. We have 3 more to go through. I know this is a long video, but I think it'll be worth it. All right, base number 15 here. This is a Witch Slap base all day. You could do a Laloon or hog attack, as you do notice the queen is pretty well exposed from this side. But if you can do the Witch Slap on any base and you're pretty confident about it, that's going to be the way to go. So you'll notice the air defense and splash damage are pretty much symmetrical, so you can send your witches down this way, your witches down this way, and then you have a great kill squad funnel from right there. If you wanted to come from the opposite direction, you're going to be able to build a great funnel on this side and this side with those witches because there's absolutely no splash damage, and then it's an easy kill squad funnel into here. I personally like the second way, so I would probably like the funnel in here because if you can wall break in here, you can drop a jump right there, and that's going to open up the rest of the base to your kill squad. You'll be able to get out the other end and clean up the rest of that trash if your healers did go down. So again, you could do hogs and Laloon, but that's pretty much I would say almost secondary to the witch slap just because it's such a strong attack. Okay, another witch slap base, guys. You'll notice that the air defenses are all in the center. The queen is also hard to get to. So this is going to be a great witch slap base. I would recommend coming down from this direction and this direction with those witches. Again, your comp is going to be about 8 witches, 4 healers. If you want to bring a Golem in with the kill squad, that's also a great choice. And then you'll have a few whiz for funneling, as well as potentially some wall breakers. Usually it's going to be about 2 rage, 1 jump, a heal, and a poison. Poison in your CC. Sometimes you may have to bring 2 jumps, but that's the basic comp for Witch Slap. So you're going to be able to send that kill squad right in here. They're going to go right in and just clear all of this air defense out, CC Queen. You'll probably use the jump right here, but again, that can be adjusted. But this is definitely a Witch Slap base, guys, with those air defenses pretty central. Easy funnel on both sides. Okay, last base, guys. This is a pretty common square base, and this is going to be Laloon all day. Laloon has just crushed this 1,000 times. So what you're going to want to do is come in with your queen walk. You can come in from any side. You're going to want a queen walk. They have these army camps, so that makes for a great funnel. Your queen is not usually going to walk to the other side of an army camp, so you can do it here. You can come in there. You're going to clear up a side. You could use the king or a baby D to funnel on the other side. You're going to wall break into one of these compartments. Rage your queen up, and you're going to be able to kill the enemy queen as well as the enemy CC. The reason I picked that compartment is it's basically the average closest, both the queen and the enemy CC. And then she'll be able to pick off at least 1 air defense, and that creates a great path for your Laloon. So you'll notice this one sweeper pointed that way, and this one sweeper pointed this way. So I'd probably come in here with my Laloon, 1 hound, 5 loons here, 5 loons here. I'd send in another hound from right here, 5 loons, 5 loons. You bring some haste and rages for those. But for these square type bases, guys, hogs and Laloon all day. That's it for base identification. We're going to go in and watch a couple replays that were war attacks on some of these bases, so that you can get a feel for how those attacks looked on the bases that we discussed. All right, so last half of the video, going to be showing 4 attacks with strategies that we discussed there in the video. So here is 99% coming in with the Laloon on base, number 11. So here's that 2 golem tanking, wizards on the sides to help build that funnel. Great wall break. Sent that test wall breaker in. You always need to send 1 test wall breaker in, so you can avoid a wall breaker fail. Here come those max bowlers from the CC. Just so you guys can see the value of those raged up level 4 bowlers is just insane. So already 1 air defense down. X-bow is down. Enemy queen is down. Gonna get another air defense here, and those bowlers are still going to town. Look at that. Those bowlers might even get another air defense. That's how much value that they got from just a very small kill squad entry there. But that was very important to setting up the Laloon. So we see here that he's got absolutely great pathing. Those lava hounds soaking up those air mines, hasting in them loons. He's got 2 more haste and a heal left. Probably going to use this heal, I'd expect, over the wizard towers. But here we come in with the haste. Guys, 2 haste. The loons are going to come all the way down, and he's going to swag this heal spell. So that base is absolutely crushed. Just wanted to show that attack. We discussed it. Wanted to show it live. Not live. Wanted to show the replay of what the thinking was and how it looked as the attack came to fruition. All right, now we're going to jump down onto base number 14. Going to exit out of here. You guys know what happened. That was a 3-star. All right, base number 14. Another replay from our attacker, 99%. This is a hog attack. This is just showing you the diversity of this attacker coming in with 2 different strategies. But remember that hogs and Laloon The strategy is the same for the most part. Have to kill the enemy CC and the enemy queen, and it's all about pathing what you're feeling most comfortable on. So that 2 golem entry uses a baby D for final whizzes and a bunch of wall breakers here. Rages up them wall breakers and those bowlers. Little concerning that they walked a little bit, didn't go right into the center, but we've got that enemy CC lure, and the queen is going to be able to take that down no problem. So you'll notice here that 99% still has all 4 air defenses up, so that probably was not the best base for a Laloon, so great choice of using the hogs here, since that was a little bit of that would have been a big problem for his Laloon having that many air defenses left up. So he uses a heal over that Wiz Tower. We have 2 more heals and a freeze. You have to use those heals over the splash damage. That's where they're going to take the most damage. An absolutely beautiful freeze. The Hogs are going to be taking a lot of damage there from the Skellies, 2 Wiz Towers, Archer Towers, and the Tesla. Uses this last heal to get through his Hogs, but absolutely an excellent base identification, as well as attack by 99%. That's a 3-star. All right, now I have 2 Witch Slap replays to show you. Going to go to base number 17. This is what we talked about. So he's opting for 4 healers, 10 witches, and a golem. The golem can be a great addition to the kill squad. Does a tremendous amount of tanking. So going to be coming and working down the sides here. 4 witches on each side, 2 witches behind that golem, waiting for those skellies to pop out. Being patient with the heroes and those CC bowlers until that funnel is built. But here he comes. He's going to jump right in, even forego the wall breakers. That Tesla was a surprise. You see his bowlers start over to walk, which is not exactly what he wanted. He did want them bowlers to walk into the base, but this just shows you, even when something goes wrong, how powerful this attack can be. Most of his bowlers have already walked, but he has that golem that's gone in. It's got the enemy. He's got his queen, and I just want to point out that this is a 3-star with the level 14 queen and no king against a max Town Hall 9 base. That's how powerful this strategy is. So that's why I say there really isn't any base that you can call anti-witch slap. You may have to adjust the attack a little bit, but no matter what, I think any Town Hall 9 base can be witch slapped. So things are starting to peter out here. It does get a little hairy, but you see these witches just keep spawning skellies throughout the entire attack. So it's just, at this point, there's no splash defense, and there's just nothing left that's going to be able to take the rest of these troops down. The skeletons are just going to overwhelm everything. Have one more replay for you. Let's see. Going to hop down to base number 20. This is our last one. This is a hog attack. This attacker did hogs. I know I talked about Laloon in my plan. That's just my personal preference. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing a hog attack. If you feel more comfortable with it, by all means do it. Get the 3-star. Nobody is going to complain. So he busts in that same compartment that I had talked about doing with the kill squad. He's going to use CC Bowler Shield and his healers and his heroes. He's going to bust in here, get both of the enemy heroes, lures out that CC, just getting tremendous value. So from here you can tell, like, there's not much difference between doing hogs and Laloon after hitting the base with a kill squad like this. So it really gets down to personal preference, in my opinion, what you feel strongest with, what you feel most confident with. 3-star. So he's got 3 heals left. Absolutely no problem for what's left up. He only has 1 Wiz Tower left, so that's a great heal over that Expo, as well as the Tesla. This base is absolutely crushed. Remember to get some cleanup down, guys. Don't do a time fail on hogs. That's just absolutely awful. Anyway, that's it for this video. Going to be doing a base identification at Town Hall 11 next. Had a request from one of my subscribers. I hope this video helped for all my T9 players. If you have questions, please let me know in the comments. And if you have desires for other content covered in future videos, please leave me a comment. I'll be sure to cover it. Please subscribe, turn on notifications. I really appreciate it. Until next time, guys, good luck out there.